So say,
Stop.
can you see light the dawn's early light?
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I wanted to play around with some makeup. I wanted to do something super grungy, super fun. If my eyelid looks blue, it's supposed to be black, and so Vic said I looked very patriotic and that upsets me greatly, so I just, fingers crossed, it looks, you know, black or at least gray on camera. But if you're interested to see how I completed this look, if you're interested to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, let's get started. I want to do something really smoky with like a bleached brow moment, and I just parted my hair to the side for now and I'll bring it back to the front when I'm done. I'm trying to figure out like different ways to style it, but I'm not quite sold on the side part just with the way the side is. Alright, first I am going to prime my eyelids. This is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I'm just using an old dry sponge to apply this because I don't know, it works well, honestly. If your eyeshadow creases and you need a different way to apply primer, try that. An old dry sponge works great. And I put it on like my under eyes too, because while I'm hydrated enough, I wear a lot of skincare, so. Alright, so I decided I didn't want to use my Project Pan items. Whoa, shocking. So I'm going to be dipping into the Be Perfect Carnival palette. I don't know how long it lasts, but I did see today on Instagram that it is on sale for like 30% off. So this is her. She's loved. I haven't dipped into this much because we've been project panning so much after we panned out the original Carnival palette, so that's been fun. First I'm going to go in with this brush. I'm sure it's Morphe. I know. Are you gonna buy me new brushes? I didn't think so. I'm gonna go in with a mix of Lit, In Lust, and Inferno. So boop, boop, boop. They're all kind of different undertones. Lit is more orange, and then In Lust is more of a pink red, and Inferno is more of a red. So I'm kind of mixing them to create what I would like. So let me adjust my mirror. So I am going to start and just pack it on everywhere. Started out in a rounded shape and then flicked it into the winged out shape because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. But I thought the rounded shape wouldn't be like enough eyeshadow for what I'm feeling today. You know, I'm feeling grungy and like sexy. This hair is doing things for me, dude. I love it. All right, and then I'm just going to take the brush and start flicking it out very gently because I tend to flick it out at like the completely wrong angle, and like that's no fun. All right, I feel like that's a pretty good angle. So I'm gonna use mostly Inferno and Lit now, the more like true reds, and just kind of blend this a little bit. And then this is a Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. Lovely. I'm going to go in with the shade Pillow Talk, and then I'm going to mix a couple of the cooler tones. So Pillow Talk is just the white. It's more of a cream. It's not a very intense white. It's not a very good white. So, you know, bear that in mind. But I'm going to use this to kind of move everything a little bit further up. Again, I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to do, so I just wanted to play it safe while I started, and I don't want to do something different and then have it look like insane. And then this was a risk, but I took it. I'm going to take a mix of Fade and Vex. So Fade is this brown and Vex is the gray up here. I'm going to use those and put them in that area. I'm going to use just a touch of Vex and mostly Fade. So I want it to be a little bit cooler toned, like up by the brow, to create that kind of like intense shadowy vibe that I was going for. So honestly, it makes it look really purple in comparison to the red, but I really like I really liked the way it turned out, you know? It's pretty bruisey, but like in a good way. And then I'm gonna go back in with Pillow Talk, which is that white green shade, and just kind of hit like right under my brow bone to make sure it's not too intense. Then I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and just blend this a little bit more, mush them together. I think that looks good. I think we're starting out on the right track. So, what did I do next? All right, this is another Morphe brush. So I'm gonna use some glitter glue first, and it's gonna look kind of crazy because I already used this brush for it, but I'm gonna go in with the Viseart Grand Pro Volume 2. I know she's expensive, but I love her. I'm gonna go with a mix of the two like black shades, so this one and this one. This one has really intense blue glitter through it, which makes it pull more blue, and then this one's got more like silver, so I wanted to mix them so I could have like a little bit of fun, but like not too much. And I'm just going to use my NYX glitter glue on this brush to like cut my crease. I just want it as a base because these are like shadows with glitter in them, so or just that row specifically is those two rows. All right, if we need to bring it up higher, we will. So I'm gonna go in with those shades and start by patting them on. They are going to have pretty severe fallout, so that's something to note with this palette, is that they're really textured, glittery, beautiful shimmer shades, as they should be for 175 doll hairs, but you know, whatever, I like them. And then this is another flat brush. I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here on the like outer portion, and then I am also going to top it with Valentine, this red shimmer from the Be Perfect palette, to make it a little bit more punchy, because this one's more of a ruby kind of brick red, and then Valentine is like a true, you know, fiery kind of bright red shimmer. Then I'm just gonna go back in with the brush with the other shimmer and blend those a little bit. I hate an unblended shimmer, man. Cut it out. All right, my favorite Morphe brush. This is the M507. It's a little baby, you know, blender. I love her to pieces. I'm gonna go in with a mix of most of the darker shades in the Be Perfect palette. So I'm gonna go in with the black, the cool tone brown, and the berry up here, that deep berry shade, to kind of custom create my outer corner color. Yeah, and I'm just going to fill in the outer portion of my eye with this, kind of building up on that because I already have the red shadow down and I don't want it to like go patchy or anything. Haven't had that issue with these shadows, but I have a tendency to overdo things. And then I'm gonna go back in with the red brush and blend that a little bit. And then I'm gonna do a once over with this brush we were using for the, you know, upper portion. I'll kind of blend over here too. This part will get cleaned up, but you know, I still like to like be safe. I was thinking about doing a wing, but I'm not thinking about that anymore because I hate doing wings. So let's jump into the base. All right, push my hair to the front, so we're back. All right, so I already have some of my L'Oreal Lumi Lotion on because I ran to Bath & Body Works to go back grab some candles during the candle sale. And yeah, my face is never as tan as my neck. So I thought maybe I'd balance that a little bit, impress the ladies there. So I already have something on. I think I should put something else though. I'll choose a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This one's in the shade 1. This is Vicks. I used mine up a while back because I loved this. I think Auric Glow Lust is better in a sense, but I guess totally your personal preference. The Charlotte Tilbury's thinner and Auric is fairly thick, so I'm just putting those in these. I'm just putting that in these areas and blending it out with my IT Cosmetics Love Is the Foundation brush. It can really be put everywhere, but all right, for concealer first. Rachel, what are you doing? I'm gonna use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. This one's in the shade 110 Fair, 110 Fair. This is a pretty good like brightening type concealer for my self tanner, but it's not too bright either, so I like it for that reason. But I didn't really want like a flat face like I've been having to do recently because I ran out of my concealers. So this one's Vicks. Thank you, Vic. Use my foundation brush to blend that out. No, I lied. I'm gonna use my dry sponge to blend that out. I think dry sponges work fine, so anybody that tells you differently is just being a baby. Might soak up a little bit of coverage, but not enough for me to make a fuss about it. Then, for my foundation, I'm gonna mix two. So this is my Natasha Denona Foundation X. This one's in the shade 42, and this one is my Nude Sticks Tinted Cover Foundation. This is in the shade Nude 6. This is really sheer, so I can get away with this shade, but if you're around my self-tan skin tone, I would recommend not Nude 6, because it's pretty red and pretty dark. So here, I'll give you like a quick swatch so you can see the color it is. It's definitely, it might look okay on camera. It's too dark. So I'm gonna mix both of those. I'm gonna use 1 pump of Nude 6 and 1 pump of Natasha, and then, no, 2 pumps of Natasha, and swirl that around. I'm trying to get through these, so I'm trying to use like a little bit heavier coverage. Natasha's more yellow toned, so that's why I mix them. Just going over my concealer a little bit so it's more balanced out. I hate the look of like a stark concealer. Also, I want to show you how much of a poser I am. I'm wearing this Rolling Stone tank top. I got it at Target. I ain't never listened to them. I don't know about you. I haven't, but it was so cute and it goes with the vibe. I had to pick it up. Then I'm gonna go in with my Salt New York Cream Tint Pros. I can't remember what shade this one is. This one might be medium to deep. I'm gonna use this for cream contour. This is a Real Techniques 444 little stippling brush. I picked it up the other day. We should have a haul about it, but I thought this one would be really good for cream contour, so. It is in fact great for cream contour. Is that blended? Am I blended? Probably not. I'm gonna run a little bit of that down the side of my nose. And then I'm gonna use that to pick up the cream bronzer too. This is in medium bronze plus sculpt. My favorite cream bronzer of all time, as you can clearly see. I am panning it at the moment, but I have backups because Kiki sent us some. So here's what she looks like. Gorgeous. All right, and I'm just gonna go around that with my foundation brush. Not that it's too intense or anything, but just to confirm it's blended, because sometimes I think it's blended and it's sure not, and that's embarrassing. For cream blush, I'm gonna use the Tower 28 Power Hour blush. Gorgeous. I thought it would look really, really good with this look because it's really toasty and bricky and pretty. Since I am not getting ready for the day, my work day is over, we're all good. I'm not gonna use my freaking project pan items. This is a spur of the moment filming, all right? So I don't need to powder my bronzer. This is a great day. I'm feeling good. Anyway, I'm going to apply this with a Kaleidos B1 blush brush. So I'm just going to tap it in. I find this to be really, really pigmented and really, really dewy. I saw some people saying, or not some people, somebody commented on one of our Salt New York videos from a while back where we had said that we find the blushes to be pretty universal depending on what you're wearing under it. So like a matte foundation, it's going to be more of a satin blush. If you're wearing a dewy foundation, it's going to be a dewy blush, that kind of thing. And they said those get really oily on them, and I can't believe that because this formula is dewier than that in my experience. Like, I think I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger to intensify it because this brush is just not picking up as much as I need. So I'm gonna do that and reblend her out. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on this brush and kind of dust it over the nose area. Ugh. Give me that I was sunburnt look, although I was sunburnt the other day, just not on my face because I'm really good at putting SPF on my face and not so good at the rest of my body. Alright, and then I'm going to go just through this section with my foundation brush again to tone it down, but I still want it, you know, there and obvious. So I'm just gonna switch back and forth between both brushes a couple times because I'm pretty picky about the way the center of my face is blended. Highlight today, I'm not feeling that dewy. I used too much Natasha and not enough glowy products. Let's highlight. Well, of course I'm gonna use Salt New York. Silly of you to assume I won't. I'm gonna go in, I think with a mix of gold and beige. That sounds good. I'm gonna do that. And pat that on my cheeks. I will go back over with my blush brush. I hate is not a strong enough word. I despise the way highlighter looks on top of blush. Doesn't matter what kind of highlighter. I think it looks terrible. I don't like that. And it looks better on camera to me. In person, it's really obvious. And then on the center of my face, I'm gonna use Pearl, which is the lightest one. Because I feel it would make me the dewiest to use a lighter one. It's not really any truth behind that, but it'll kind of help keep the center of my face a little bit brighter. Go right on top to make sure that we have more pigment there again. Cool. I don't know what my hair's doing. It's looking kind of wonky at this moment, I fear. Let's do the lower lash line. So I think I just want something pretty smoky-ogy, you know? I want something pretty smoky. Vic said this shade looks blue to her. That's depressing. I'm not feeling patriotic. Okay? Let's not go there. I'm just gonna take the brush I had with the red and run it under my lower lash line. Then I am also going to take that brush and run it under right here. Vic's doing interview prep very loudly, might I add. Anyway, I'm just blending over the sides of that to make sure it looks nice and pretty. And then I'm gonna go back in with my little Morphe brush and take the tone, like the darker tones we were using earlier. So the two deepest mattes and then that deeper kind of, it's called Reckless. It's like a purpley kind of matte. And I'm going to smoke out right here. That was really smoky. Well, we're really smoking it out today. Should we use the smaller brush? I didn't think about it. And then I'm gonna take the red brush again go right under. Make sure we still see that red peeking through. I don't want it just like black down there or gray. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go. Okay, let's talk about it. I really want to use the shade Inspire, the shimmer, for my inner corner, but I'm a little bit nervous, so we're gonna try that out. It'll be really grungy, and if I don't like it, I'll just add something on top. So I'm gonna start small and build up from there, because I just want something like cooler toned, a little bit deeper, but this one might be too like brown, not gray enough. But I do want a fairly grungy inner corner. Yeah, I feel like this one isn't gray enough. It's giving me taupe. I'm gonna need something a little bit better than that. So, let's dip back in my Viseart palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's more like purpley and pink, but not very grungy, unfortunately. But I'm just going to add that right on top. I feel like that's still grungy enough, you know? Still looks good. I'm just gonna take like one touch of the silver because the silver is fire. Just a little bit and go boop, boop, boop. Ah, that was fire. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna blend that everywhere actually. I was hoping to be a little bit more unique, but that's fine. Cool. So, oh, god damn it. Got eyeshadow all over myself. I'm gonna put on some mascara, add some black in my waterline, and do my lips. I will let you know what lip combo I come up with, but I'm just not quite sure where I'm at. I'm pretty sure we're going concealer nude, but I'm not fully sure, so just give me one moment. All right, and this is the completed look. I did use, I kept everything else, so I can tell you, except for my mascara. For my eyelash primer, I used the Milk Makeup lash primer. This is the Kush one? I have no idea. Yeah, Kush lash primer. I originally got this in BoxyCharm and fell so hard in love. If you want thick, spidery, you know, clumpy kind of lashes, I know that sounds bad, but like that's my shit. Add to cart, and it's very weighted. It's very expensive. For my mascara, I use the NARS Climax Extreme Mascara. Don't buy this. It's such a bad mascara, and it's way too expensive for how bad it is. On my lips, I use my NYX lip liner. This one's in nude beige. It's just like my lip color. So I just used it to define a little bit. And then I used the Danessa Myrix gloss in Cannoli, or the glossy, whatever you call them, Color Fix Glaze in Cannoli. This is the best concealer nude on the market. Typically I would pair it with a deep lip liner, but I really wanted to dive in to the nude lip today, you know? Throwback. I loved those days. And for my eyeliner, I used the Dollface Beauty liner, the Double Date liner. It's got a big old fat like black liner on this side, and then a felt tip winged eyeliner on this side. So I do actually quite like this, and we did get this in PR. But that is all for today's video and today's look. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do I look like a crazy person? Because I kind of do, but like I like it, you know? It's cute. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye!